Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's such a wonderful day. I am so thankful because God has blessed us to be here today. It is the the 7th of January in the year 2025, and I am just so grateful, dear God, as I sit before you to speak. I pray to you that my soul you will keep. And if I should die before I finish, I pray to you, dear God, in the name of Jesus, that any outstanding sins will be forgiven. Amen. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful day. I am just so grateful because I am blessed to be here and you are too. It is just wonderful, wonderful. And I just want to share something with you. My friend, sister in the Lord, Lady Patsy Reed of the God's House of Prayer Church in McGregor, Texas, pastored by her husband, uh, Pastor Servant Larry Reed. And I want to share, before we get started, I want to share with you the beautiful and wonderful magazine that they have in in the ministry, and I just want to let you see it, and I want to get it to the Facebook so I can show you exactly how it is. I'm going to share it right now with you. There it is. Hopefully, it's sharing on the screen, and let me enlarge it. And I want to just show you the magazine. It is Mission Marked Handmaids, and it is awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, it is. Mission Marked Handmaids. Let me get to that. Okay, and I just want to show you the how it works. You can read it online. It is super, I'm telling you. And if you want this magazine, if you want a copy of it, this is the second edition. If you want a copy of it, you can contact Lady Patsy Reed, and she has a Facebook page, Patsy Reed, and then the email address. I will share it with you. But I want to show you the magazine. I want to show you how it works online. Let me get to it. Let me show you the pages turn and everything. Look at that. It's it's just wonderful. And I just want to show this to you. So in this magazine has so much good information in it. And I just want to share it with you so that you can get your copy. And please, if you will contact her or contact me, and I can send the email addresses to her, but I am going to try to get the email address, her email address, in my comments. So if you would like this magazine, and I know you would, please contact Lady Patsy Reed. Patsy Reed, Reed. She's on Facebook, but I will get that information for you. And just you have to get this magazine. And then they have webcasts. I know she has one. I think they have one tonight. They have one. I know she does Wednesday morning meds. They have webcasts almost every day of the week, I believe. So look up Patsy Reed on Facebook, okay? But in the meantime, when I get the email, I will share the email address that she wants me to share with you, so you can send your email address to her, okay? Oh, isn't that wonderful? And then the next thing I have here, I want to share my shirts with you, and I hope I can get that on here. Let me see. How do I change my sharing here? Let me see. I'll take this one off. I'm doing new things, okay? Oh, it's so wonderful. I'm so excited about the magazine. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to. But I guarantee, if I tell you that Lady Passion Reed has put something out, you can take it to the bank. Okay? I guarantee. Okay, now let me get to my other, what I want to share with you. I want to share my t shirts, the first two that I have made with you. I want to share that and let me see if I can get there. Okay, there they are. So let me get there and I want to show you this is the first one I made. And you see the different shirt. I ordered these t-shirts and they came in like I think that's 90% polyester and 10% cotton, I believe, but they are so nice. And that's the first one I made. And if you can see my slogan, you'll see it when I change here. It and my motto is live, love, survive. And you see me right here in the corner. That's my logo right there, Miss Shirley Polk, trademark 2025. And this butterfly and the heart and the flowers all have symbols for a prosperous, living, loving, surviving, and thriving life. So that is my t-shirt. This is the other one. It's kind of the dark I used on that is kind of transparent, and then I also have some transparent film, so it would just be the letters on there. And this is my original motto: live, love, survive, thrive. That is for 2025 and forever. That is my slogan. You'll see it under there. Motto, slogan. Okay? So I wanted you to see that. So we'll just go back and take another look at that t-shirt, and then we can get whatever colors. I'll have different colors. I have different mottos, different slogans, different phrases on them, and you will just be elated. So you can contact me. You can send me a message. Okay, send me a message. All right, so this person keeps popping up in my messages here, but I'm trying to be okay with it, but I know what I need to do if I have to do it. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and get into the webcast. And oh my goodness, it's a question. The question is, let me get my picture back on here that I wanted to show today, that I want to put up today. My image and my likeness. Okay, there it is. All right. So now I'm asking a question. I did ask a question. How do you plan to spend the rest of the best of the rest of your days of life? How do you plan to spend it? Okay, that is a question. And why didn't it come up? I don't know. It tells me to hide, and then it says show, but it's not coming up. Or is it up there? There it is. All right, there it is. Okay, so that's the question. So I have two articles here, two blogs here, two uh, that, and both of them happen to be men authors. Okay, but hey, from what I've seen of them, they are good. One is how to have the best day of your life, no matter what happens. How to have the best day of your life, no matter what happens. And this is by Chris Winfield. Chris Winfield. Then the other one is from thoughtcatalog.com, and it's by Ryan Holiday. And this was updated on January 1st, 2025. 13 life changing habits to try and do every single day of this year. So I am going to go ahead and go with Chris Winfield first. And his site is Chris, Chris Winfield, WINFIELD.com. So I have given them credit. One thing I don't do is plagiarize. No intentions. If I forget to uh, give credit, it's only an oversight, and I do give credit to everybody for what they do because I want the same respect. And I want to say I could go and write articles like this. I could spend my time writing them. But why do that? I can add to it because this is point of view with Miss Shirley Polk. So I can add whatever I need to add, give my point of view. But why spend all that time when other people have these articles already available? Now, I do write some, and of course, I do give my point of view. So I'm just so delighted, and it's a delightful privilege to be able to pull up these wonderful, wonderful uh, subjects, these blogs, these articles that I can use to help us. When I'm helping someone else, I'm helping myself. And I love to share how to have the best day of your life no matter what happens. And this is Chris Winfield, and he's speaking through me. I'll say it like that, okay? So when I say or I will tell you when it's the author. So he's getting ready to speak now. Today is going to be the best day ever. And he said, those are the first words out of my mouth every morning. See, we have to practice. We have to practice it, okay? He said, I've said them waking up from a great night's sleep when I had plans I was really looking forward to. I've also said them when I slept terribly and was anxious about something or had a task coming up I flat didn't want to do. So here are nine short, simple words, but they profoundly change how I approach each day. Nine short, simple words, okay? Helping recalibrate my mindset throughout the day. See, this is me, Shirley, talking. I want to be a positive influence in your life, in everyone's life. Everybody I'm in contact with, everybody I'm not in contact with, when they see me or I'm around somewhere, I want them to feel those positive vibes that just radiate from me. That's what I want to do. And that's why I search and research for information to share. That's why I do it because I love sharing it and I love learning what's on other people's minds and learning some new things. Yes, I do. So now I'm going back to Chris. Of course, simply saying it isn't enough. Simply saying it is not enough. Turning them from a promise to myself into reality every day, no matter what life throws at me, takes a system I'm happy to share. So he's going to share this system with us. He said, I thought I hated structure. I fought against it for most of my life. I hated being told what to do. I didn't want to be like everyone else and thought structure and routine defined everyone else. Looking back, I'm amazed how wrong I was for such a long time. Next, routine and good habits were not the enemy. They weren't the enemy. They were the solution. Okay, here he goes into this. They were not the enemy, they were the solution. And he said he hated it for so long. Now, here is a quote here by Jim Rohn, Rohn. Happiness doesn't come from big pieces of great success, but from small advantages hammered out day by day. Jim Rohn, Rohn. I don't know whether it's a long old Rohn or just short, Ron. ROHN. All right. And Chris is saying, I look back at my life thus far and realize the best days of my life weren't necessarily the days something great or exciting happened, such as business or financial success. Rather, they were those days when I felt good about myself because I grew as a person, days when I grew mentally, physically, and spiritually, days when I connected with someone, days when I helped someone. I also realized there were a lot of things I knew I should be doing. Things like exercising regularly, meditating, and reading. I found the mental fatigue caused by not doing those was way worse than any physical fatigue ever could be. Amazingly, I found it's much harder not to do these things than it was to actually do them. Sometimes don't we stress over, I should be doing this and I should be doing that, but I think I'm going to do it today. And then we stress, why didn't I go ahead and do that when it was on my mind? I could have already done it. It could have been done. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever thought like that? I have. So he said, I found it's much harder not to do these things than it was to actually do them. He says, I have goals in my life for the person I want to be, for what I want to accomplish and give back to this world. The only way I could meet these goals was to develop a daily routine that would get me to my physical, emotional, and spiritual peak each day and keep me there. That's how I'd have the best day of my life every day. Isn't that wonderful? It's nice, isn't it? This is a great article. Next, here's a question he asks. Why is a daily routine so important? A recent study conducted by the American Psychological Association found that developing good habits is more important to meeting goals than self control. It turns out we're just as likely to default to positive habits, such as eating a healthy breakfast or going to the gym, as we are to self sabotage. This research shows lack of control doesn't automatically mean indulgence or hedonism. For better or worse, it's our underlying routine that matters. You hear that? For better or worse, it's our underlying routine that matters. So, the central question for behavior change efforts should be, how can you form healthy, productive habits? How can you form healthy, productive habits? So that's a great question. Let me get my monitor going here so I can see how I'm progressing. Thank God for everything. Let me go ahead and get my monitor set up here so I can see you. Thank you. I know somebody's with me today, and I appreciate you being with me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Oh no, Sister Bessie Duffy, thank you for being here with me. I'm happy that you're here. I see. She said, I see you. Oh, yes, Sister McDuffie. I hope your day was going very well. And Happy New Year to you again. Okay. Now, Chris is saying, what he's saying is, what we know about habit information is that you want to make the desired behavior easy to do. So you repeat it until it becomes part of your routine. You repeat it until it becomes part of your routine. So the central question, I'm going back to that. So, the central question for behavior change efforts should be, how can you form healthy, productive habits? What we know about habit formation is that you want to make the desired behavior easy to do, so you repeat it until it becomes part of your routine. Repeat, repeat, repeat. As a result, Chris says, I've now built my life around structure. I need this structure to keep functioning at the highest level possible on all three planes of existence: mind, body, and soul. He says, I need to make myself a better person. I need it so I constantly see opportunity and view problems as situations. In short, I need it so I can be free. My structure is ever evolving as I periodically review, assess, and adjust it. And next, he says, my daily routine. This is his daily routine. Want to have the best day of your life every day, no matter what? Here's a general overview of what I do each day to keep myself at my peak so I truly enjoy each day, even when the stuff hits the proverbial fan. And trust me, it has on many days. So he is going to give us his routine. If you hear my mic moving, it's because I hope it's not annoying you, and you might not hear it, but I keep putting my hand on it. So here is Chris's routine. He said, number one, wake up early. I wake up at 5 a.m. each weekday morning and at 6 a.m. on weekends. Waking up early is key to starting my day right and sticking to the rest of my daily routine. And then he says, why? This is why he does it. He said, many successful people are early risers, and there are many benefits to waking up early. Still not ready to commit? He says, my favorite explanation of the benefits of being okay, he must have meant benefits, okay. My favorite explanation of the benefits of being an early riser came from Buffer's Joel Gascoigne. If I choose to get up early and do amazing things in those quiet hours, that's when I feel like I'm grabbing hold of my life and controlling where I go. And then, number two, immediately get in a positive frame of mind. Number one, he said he gets up early and then he thinks about this quote: if I choose to get up early and do amazing things in those quiet hours, that's when I feel like I'm grabbing hold of my life and controlling where I go. Number two, immediately get in a positive frame of mind. He says, I say this simple sentence out loud. This will be the best day ever. Saying it like I mean it. Why? My mind tries telling me all the things that are wrong, but through positive thinking, I overcome it. According to the Mayo Clinic, positive thinking helps manage stress and even improves your health. And you know, this is not the first time you've heard of Mayo Clinic because I use their information quite often. Hello, Apostle Hillary Washington. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much. And he's asking a question, are you enjoying this post? He said, I made a free checklist for you to help put these principles into practice. And there's a button that we can click on to download it. Now, and this site is Chris Winfield. WINFIELD. And Chris is spelled CHRIS dot com. Number three, give thanks and get out of self. He said, I get on my knees, say thanks, and ask for help and guidance. I repeat another simple sentence: love, serve, and remember. Remember what? Remember to love and serve. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you hear that? And why does he do this? He's given us the answer here. He said, why? He said, it gets me out of my own head and connected to the universe. I love this explanation about prayer from Hugh McLeod. People say prayers not just because we're hoping to get an omnipresent deity to intervene directly on our behalf, but because it also helps us concentrate on our minds. Excuse me, let me start again. You know, I have this, I don't want to say, but anyway, I have this thing about getting it right, okay? Next, this quote is: people say prayers not just because we're hoping to get an omnipotent deity to intervene directly on our behalf, but because it also helps us concentrate our minds on the stuff that actually matters. Whether we believe or don't believe in God or Buddha or the gray bearded sky fairy, art is still very good for helping us to pray to the deepest part of our own selves, of our own lives. Now, this is what he does, okay? Number four, nourish your body. I drink a full glass of cold water and eat a piece of fruit. Why? Not only does it help cleanse and hydrate me, it also helps me wake up. I'm doing something good for my body right away. Up to 60% of the human body is water, and even if you're dehydrated, you may not feel thirsty. Having a glass of water first thing helps you avoid health issues caused by dehydration. That's a good practice. A cup of water and a fruit. Number five, fill your mind with good stuff. I like this. You know, I like it. He said, I read something spiritual via apps on my phone. Each of these contains a daily reading that helps center and inspire me. Most times I just glance at them, and since my brain isn't fully awake yet, I don't fully grasp the reading. Still, there's always something that resonates, even if only a word or a sentence. I understand that, don't you? Why? According to Barb Smith, reading for inspiration shines light on the path to peace. Just as the food we eat nourishes and strengthens the body, the books we read for inspiration nourish and enrich the mind. I thrive in my life and feed my soul with the reading I do daily. That's nice, isn't it? Very nice. Number six, meditate. He says, I didn't think meditation was possible for a person like me. I was way too busy, had too much going on in my mind, and wasn't really spiritual. Wasn't really very spiritual. Then I realized I had so many preconceived notions about meditation that I simply had to try it. I can honestly say meditation changed my life. This is Chris talking, okay? I meditate 11 minutes each morning without fail. It doesn't matter where I am or what's going on around me. I simply sit and meditate. Why? There are so many mental and health benefits of meditation, but it goes even beyond the things you can see. As Leo Babauta from Zen Habits puts it, And his name is Leo, Babauta, Babauta, Babauta. Okay, actually, some of the best benefits of meditation are hard to define. You begin to understand yourself better, for example, and form a self awareness level you've never had before. Most simply, sitting for just a few minutes of meditation is an oasis of calm and relaxation that we rarely find in our lives these days. And that in itself is enough. I like that. Number 7, write to clear your mind and receive inspiration. And I write every single day, okay? When I first read about Julia Cameron's morning pages, I thought she was crazy, along with anyone who did them. This is Chris talking, okay? You want me to hand write 3 pages every single morning? Are you nuts? Today, I can't imagine going a single day without doing my morning pages. They are as essential to me as anything else in my life. Why? Why does Chris do this? He's telling us now. He said, my morning pages help clear my mind and clarify my dreams, goals, ideas, and inspirations. These pages are about anything and everything that crosses your mind, and they are for your eyes only. Morning pages provoke, clarify, comfort, cajole, prioritize, and synchronize the day at hand. Do not overthink your morning pages. Just write 3 pages of anything today, then 3 more pages tomorrow, then 3 more every day after. That sounds good. Number 8, practice gratitude. And you know, this comes up very often in my webcasts. Gratitude, gratitude, practice gratitude. He's saying, I used to think about all the unfair things in my life, all the bad people, bad luck, and all the things that were wrong. Then, to counter that, I started writing out gratitude lists each day, and it cultivated an attitude of gratitude in my life. I like that. Do you? Why? He says, I like to think of gratitude as an action word. If I don't consciously take time to be aware of all the things I'm grateful for each day, it's easy to slip back into negative thinking, and that is so true. The reality is this: especially in this country, we have much to be grateful for each day, no matter what's going on. Practice gratitude, and it will change how you see the world. And I guarantee it will happen. Like Justin Wilson said, I guarantee. Hello, Overseer Bertha Don. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I thank you all, ladies. I love you so much. Number 9, say positive affirmations and incantations out loud. Say positive affirmations and incantations out loud. And we know we're not talking about voodoo and hoodoo and all that other do stuff. Okay, we're not talking about that. He says, say positive affirmations and incantations out loud. And he tells us, he said, I recite some positive affirmations and incantations. Some I learned from others, and some I created based on my own personal goals, desires, and reminders. And he tells us why he does this. He said affirmations help you define your focus for the things you want to see in your life. They keep you focused on your goals, desires, and dreams. Most importantly, positive affirmations allow you to deliberately train and reprogram your subconscious mind. And many of us don't we need to reprogram. And I have reprogrammed, hallelujah, working on it, reprogramming, reframing, all of that. Number 10, have a plan for the day. Do you have your plan for the day? I know we can plan, and they said, what is it? How we plan, and there's a saying there, but God has no problem with us planning. And what we do is like this man who Chris here said, he gets up, he does his prayer. Goes the first thing he does his prayer, and what we can say is, God, this is what I would like to do today, and I ask you in the name of Jesus to bless me to do it if it's your will. But if it's not your will, I know you have a good plan for me. So, hey, he doesn't get mad at us for planning. We have to have some structure, like Chris is talking about here, some structure, okay? But let it be according to the will of God. All right, have a plan for the day. Chris says, I write out a plan for the day, which consists of up to 6 important tasks I want to accomplish that day and a loose schedule for when I'll work on them based on my 40 Pomodoro work week system. Then I write out why I want to accomplish them and what specific actions I need to take to accomplish them. And he always asks this question, he puts why here, and then he explains to us. A daily action plan allows you to focus on what's important and, above all, provides you a sense of control you need to stifle any hint of anxiety or stress. Number 11, visualize success. Yes, while we're planning our goals, let's visualize success. You can see that success because you're working on it. Okay? You're working on it. And as I say, my motto for 2025, this is Shirley talking now, 2025 and forever is live, love, survive, thrive. 2025 and forever. Dot, dot, dot. Okay? So, Chris here is saying on number 11, visualize success. I put on an inspirational song or watch a motivating video and sit in visualization for a few minutes. I visualize the day unfolding positively and then go further into the future, picturing where and who I want to be. Now, why does he do this? He's telling us now, as Bennett puts it, visualization is daydreaming with a purpose. Hey, don't you like that? Visualization is daydreaming with a purpose. And Bo Bennett, that's his quote. One of the keys to achieving your goals is your ability to visualize it and use visualization techniques more effectively. Number 12, take a walk. All of us need to take a walk, don't we? Every morning, I walk my dog to Central Park. It gets my blood flowing and gives my mind a change of scenery. I connect with him, other people, and nature. Yes, we have nature here in New York City, he says. Uh, don't have a dog or a park? That's fine. Just move. I once heard a saying, move a muscle, change a thought. How true. Why? As you can imagine, there are lots of health benefits to walking every day, but beyond that, walking helps boost your creativity. It's a great way to come up with lots of ideas each day. Spending as little as 5 minutes walking in a natural setting results in large improvements in self esteem and mood. And if you don't have a park close by, and if you're leery about getting out there, hey, you have a backyard, you have, uh, depending on where you live, you have some area where you can walk around and you can feel safe walking when you know that other people around do that. If it's a parking lot, if you might live in an apartment or in a neighborhood that has a, what they call it, a cul-de-sac, I think that's where you go around, you turn like in a circle, like semicircle, and go around out. Whatever you have, the opportunity is there. So get moving. If you don't leave out the house, hey, stand up and march in place, walk in place, do some exercise. I do those things. Thank God I do. I thank God for the activity. Like now, I'm going to testify, okay? For the activity of my limbs. Hey, yes, hallelujah. For a sound mind. Hallelujah. Okay? So I do those things by the grace of God. Number 13, read a chapter or a book. I always wanted to read more, but reading books seemed so overwhelming. They were so long. So I came up with an easy solution to make it more manageable and help me read more. I simply read one chapter of one book each day. It doesn't even have to be the same book. I'm currently reading a few different books at the same time based on my mood. Now, I can agree with him. And like I like to say this, like I heard the leader of the NCIS team, well, he's the leader of the ground team. He said, I concur. I concur. Okay? I do. Because, hey, I have, I think, three books that I'm reading on now. I haven't read either one of them in a while, but I'm reading like three books at the same time. And it is possible. It is possible. Okay. Num Why? He's given us as Glenn Stansberry put it, I found that no matter what I read, the act of reading every day has helped me in nearly every aspect of my life. Reading helps reduce stress, improves your analytical thinking, inspires you, and can even help you prioritize your goals. Don't forget, he's telling us, don't forget to download the free checklist. He has a checklist here I made to put these principles into practice. And you can click on the button as you go. And this is chriswinfield.com. Number 14, talk to someone you trust completely. Oh, I'm gonna have to get to the other one. I need to go down. But this is really wonderful. So if I don't get to the other one, this suffices for today. Number 14, talk to someone you trust completely. You have to trust them, don't you, completely. You know all about it, ladies and gentlemen. I call my mentor every day. Most days I just leave him a message. Still, I make the call every single day, no matter what. That simple act of accountability helps me in so many ways. Why? Having a connection with someone that you can truly be honest with allows you to open up and feel truly real. REAL. Beyond that, just knowing I'll be reporting to him makes it more likely I'll stay on track with my commitments to myself. 15, spend quality time with loved ones. And we know this is very important. I spend quality time with my daughter every single day, and I am just so thankful. My daughter came and stayed. It wasn't a week. Let me see. Was she here for Christmas and all through the New Year? So I think it's about 6 or 7 days. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, so happy. Now, let me get back to Chris. I spend quality time with my daughter every single day. It's important to remember why we do all the stuff we do, what's the point of success and living a good life if you can share it with anyone. Quality time goes beyond simply being there. It means putting my phone down and connecting with her. And then Christmas, I was with my son and daughter, Michael and Tammy, just and Ashley, my granddaughter. Oh, I love spending time with my family, don't you? I love my family, all of them, sisters, nieces, nephews, everybody. And that's what you say, everybody. I love you all too. Why? This one goes at the top of the list of the things that no one wants to regret when they're older, and that's for real. I spent the first years of my daughter's life never really present, and at the end of the day, this is Chris talking, there's nothing more important to me than being there for the people I love. 16. Show your appreciation. I do something nice for my wife each day. This is Chris talking, okay? I make a conscious effort to do this because it's easy to get wrapped up in a busy day and just think of all the stuff I have going on. Me, me, me. So I make sure I do something to show her how important she is to me. It doesn't have to be something earth shaking. It could be as simple as a quick text or doing something around the house without her asking me. Why? One of the greatest benefits of expressing appreciation is that it allows us to see others more fully. The more appreciation we express, the more we are getting out of self, the better we feel. 17. Exercise. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exercise. Technically, this one isn't every day since I exercise and stretch only 5 times a week. However, it's something I built into my weekly routine that I carry on an almost daily basis. I know that each week I'll exercise 5 times no matter what. I give myself 2 rest days to recover and focus more on other areas, even if those are simply getting in some downtime to relax. Why? He says, I have a lot of energy, and if I don't channel it right, it can work against me. Exercise helps me have more of the right kind of energy. It makes me feel better about myself and so much more. For some, it's beyond life changing. 18. Come up with ideas. Each day I come up with 10 ideas. This was something I originally learned from James Altucher, Altucher or Altucher, Altucher, and Ari Maisel, Meisel, and then refined into my own system. Why? When you exercise your ideation and creativity muscle daily, you strengthen it. You clear up the mental clutter caused by ideas that may get stuck in your head. You may even come up with such a killer idea that will make you a ton of money or even better, make a huge difference in the world. 19. Floss. Each night I floss. This one seems like it shouldn't even be on the list like this, right? Right? Well, the simple act of flossing taught me discipline and consistency. It was hard at first, and I'd miss a day here or 3 there. Then I realized I felt badly about that and spent more time thinking about not flossing than it would have taken me to just floss. Didn't I mention something like that at the beginning? Okay, why? It's a great way to work on forming a small positive habit. If you need to, you can even start with flossing 1 tooth per day and work up from there. 20. Review your day. We're doing it, aren't we? He said, my day and journal about the best things that happened and what I want to improve. Why? It's easy to get caught in the blur of a day and not reflect on where you are right now. Journaling at night allows you to do this. Benjamin Franklin used to ask himself this simple question each night. What a what good have I done today? That's a great question to ask ourselves, isn't it? If you know you'll owe yourself an answer to that question at the end of the day, don't you think that will help you make better choices during the day? 21 Nighttime Affirmations. I reaffirm my goals and recite a couple of nighttime affirmations that prepare me to wake up early the next following morning, no matter how much sleep I get or what's on my mind. Why? Nighttime affirmations put your mind in a positive state right before you go to sleep. They give you a feeling of confidence and clarity while setting the tone for your next morning. Number 22, say thanks. I get on my knees and give thanks for the day's gifts and everything in my life. Why? In the words of Messiter Eckhart, if the only prayer you said in your whole life was thank you, that would suffice. How about that? Whether you believe in a higher power or not, experiencing gratitude for what you do have helps you concentrate on the positive. This doesn't mean you don't strive to improve yourself and the world around you. You just accept that for right now. Things are fine as they are, but you can always make them even better. Yeah, but do you do anything else with your life? In between all of this, I work. This is what Chris is saying. I relax and I do lots of other things. The healthier I am, mind, body, and soul, the more productive I am. The more creative I am, the more efficient I become. This daily routine has allowed me to be my most creative, efficient, and effective self. How about your days and tomorrows? Are you ready to take on the challenge and assert uh, for yourself each day that today will be the best day ever? Are you ready for that? Let's say it together. After three. One, two, three. Today will be the best day ever. If you are, you'll need to set up your own support structure to keep that all important promise to yourself. Start small. Even one positive habit done daily can be the basis for major change in your life. What does your daily routine include? And he says, please let me know in the comments below. And you can go to Chris, Chris, Winfield, Winfield.com. And he has a place where you can tell him that, okay? And he said, now's your turn. I want to help you create your best day ever. He said, that's why I created this free checklist. And he has his checklist on here, so you can go onto his site and look at that checklist, okay? Oh my, this is good. This is really good. So that's the end of that. All right, thank you so much. So I'm not going to get into this other. I might, if God says to say no, no. Anyway, if He says the same, I will present it to you. Okay. So I am going to don't go and sign off, but I want you to know that this year, 2025, and I know we hear people say it, but it's what you make of it. So the question is, how do you plan to spend the rest of the best days of your life? How do you plan to spend the best of the rest days of your life? And speaking, Lady Patsy Reed wants your email address if you would like to get the magazine that I shared in the beginning. So If you would like to send your email addresses to me and I forward them to her, that would be good. Or you could go to her page, Patsy Reed, okay, PATSYREED. And their ministry is God's House of Prayer Church. And that magazine is awesome. Patsy and I worked for years together in Texas Northeast First Jurisdiction under Bishop J. Will Haynes. And we worked together in the Department of Women, and she was an assistant to Mother Freddie Carter, who was our state supervisor of women, and she did so many fantastic, fantastic things there also. So I vouch for her work, okay? I vouch for her work. Thank you all so much for being here. I am going to share my song, Where Are We Now? Where Are We Now? And this song I recorded some years ago. How do you know what to do when you don't know what needs to be done? I wrote this song when I was in Denison, Texas, years ago. Yes, I did. Uh-huh. So, and I recorded it, and here it is. Let me share the screen. Let me go there. Where are we now? Okay. Enjoy the remainder of your day. I love you so much, and please let me hear from you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being who you are. You are wonderful. You are awesome, and I really, really appreciate you. Enjoy the remainder of your day.
How do you know what to do when you don't know what needs to be done? How do you know which way to go when you don't know where you're coming from? How do you know what to say when you don't know what's been said before? They say we've got a long way to go, but can you tell me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me where